Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox, and there is rebellion in the ranks. Christine Grahame, the weird-looking MSP, has decided that she's going to make a stance, and she wants to defend the pitbull types, these bully XLs that are being banned. She obviously hasn't been watching the news. There was the grandmother this week in Jaywick in Essex who was ripped apart by the dogs. So they are undoubtedly dangerous. They should have been banned a long time ago when England banned them. But Humza Yousaf, wanting to maintain that difference, has said no. And then, of course, all the backlash because they've seen how dangerous they are. And he said, OK, yes, we will. But Christine Grahame is saying, no, I'm not having that. I'm going to make a stance. I'm rebelling. And I'm presuming that it's because she is so closely aligned with pit bulls. Because after all, when you see her, she kind of looks like one, doesn't she? Well, let's take a look at this to see why she is likely now to lose the whip. Because if you rebel against the party on a vote like that, you will lose the whip. Sort of just another sign that Humza Yousaf does not have control of his party and does not have any kind of discipline in place, and that people feel free and easy in going against what he says. Here goes. So SNP MSP rebels against Humza Yousaf and calls for the XL bully ban to be annulled. Christine Grahame has blasted the ban as hasty and simplistic and wants tighter rules to be introduced under the existing Control of Dogs Scotland Act, which she introduced herself in 2010. And there we have the nub of it. She's brought in a rule. It's probably the one thing she's ever done, and now they're going to change it without her say-so kind of thing and override it because, it's a change of circumstances. And she doesn't like the idea of the one thing she brought in being basically cast aside for a new rule. And she does have the look of a pit bull chewing a wasp, doesn't she? That is not the face of someone you want to go up against in a dark alley at night. And what's it with the strange hair colour? Trying to be different like everyone else. Anyway, an SNP backbencher has called for the XL bully ban in Scotland to be annulled just weeks after saying the Scottish government were being bullied into the move. Well, no, I think facts and experience are part of this. And as I say, there's been many, many attacks. People have died. People will continue to die. These dogs are powerful. It's not the dog's fault, I accept that. But it's a breed that just needs to be let go, not bred and just disappear. I'm not asking for the dogs to be put down, just allowed to live out their lives, but sterilised and then gone. Veteran MSP Christine Grahame's motion, lodged at the Scottish Parliament on Wednesday, calls for Holyrood's Criminal Justice Committee to step in to block the legislation coming into force later this month. It's got zero chance of succeeding, of course, because even within the SNP, enough of them read the news to know that these dogs are a threat. First Minister Humza Yousaf has initially resisted calls for a ban, because, hey, let's be different to England, because we've got to on every single matter, even if it does harm people, but it's different, it's the price worth paying. But he was forced into a hasty U-turn again, another U-turn, last month amid a flood of reports about unscrupulous owners dodging the ban in England and Wales by rehoming the dogs in Scotland, and hundreds have gone up, and there have been now attacks. Some 15 people are said to have been killed by an XL bully or XL bully cross in the UK since November 2021, with dozens more attacked and injured, including several recent cases in Scotland involving rehomed animals. In response to Ms Graham's motion, Scottish Conservative MSP Jamie Green said it was bad enough that the SNP dragged their heels over replicating the sensible UK ban, leading to an influx of these deadly dogs to Scotland. But now rebels in their own party are seeking to overturn this belated U-turn. Now, you've got to wonder about Christine Grahame, haven't you? Is it that she's got this concern about these dogs, or she loves these dogs, or what? Despite the evidence, despite this grandmother dying just the other day, and she still wants these dogs allowed. So you have to wonder about the reasoning behind this woman's mind. But is it more that she had that law brought in? It's the only thing she's ever kind of done. And she doesn't want her, let's say, legacy diluted or destroyed. Is that what it is? And so she's saying, no. If we bring them in, we allow them. And okay, some people are bound to die and children will be attacked and things like that. But at least my law will stand and then I can go off and I've got a legacy forever. Is that what she's calling for? You know, children mauled to death simply for her legacy. Because if so, then she is a psychopath. Christine Grahame's motion not only highlights the latest division within Humza Yousaf's feuding party, it reveals a dangerous complacency to the very real risk XL bullies pose to communities across Scotland. Public safety should be paramount concern of all MSPs, which is why we need the ban, he said. The motion states that the Criminal Justice Committee recommends that the Dangerous Dogs Designated Type Scotland Order 2024 and a code number be annulled. But it isn't going to happen. Too many people have seen the danger. And she is just a weird looking woman. There's something broken inside her. You can tell looking at the eyes that she's not right, is she? She's not right. She wants to actually encourage people to be endangered and to be harmed. Now, we've seen grown men attacked and hospitalised and life-changing injuries for grown men. If it was a child, it would be a dead child. Is that truly what she wants? Because it seems to be what she wants. She seems to want this to happen. Why else? If there's a danger, and it's a clear and obvious danger, surely it is the responsibility to those in authority to remove and eradicate that danger. Christine Grahame is not doing that. Christine Grahame is making it worse. Speaking last month, she described the regulations as hasty and simplistic and called for tighter controls on XL bullies through the Control of Dogs Scotland Act, which was brought forward as a members' bill by Miss Grahame in 2010. The MSP for Midlothian South, Tweedale and Lauderdale said it places blame and responsibility where it lies, on the breeder and the owner, not the dog. And I quite agree, it's not the dog's fault. However, at the end of the day, it is still the dog that's doing the biting. It's still the dog that's doing the attacking, regardless. And so, yes, you sue the owners. And indeed, if a dog harms, you deem it to be the fault of the owner. And so the owner will, for example, face a murder charge if a dog kills. But it's still the dog. And so we must remove the threat. Most dogs are okay. Most dogs are fine. But this particular breed is so powerful, so muscular. It's a sort that if it does attack, it's virtually impossible. The jaw strength alone, because these are Molossas, they're designed to have that big jaw strength, and they're virtually impossible to get off. Even grown men would not do it. So what hope as a young child? None at all. It would kill them. And she doesn't care. It's amazing. It's an amazing lack of humanity on Christine Grahame. But as I say, you only have to look at the face to see that there's no humanity in that. That is a joyless woman. A woman with no joy in her heart, no love, no compassion, no empathy. Empty of all of that. Which is why, of course, she joins the SNP. Anyway, I'm going to come up and leave her to her self-loathing. I think there's something broken inside her. I think there is just a pulsating mass of loathing, crawling insects or something. She's a maggot-filled woman. There's no humanity there. And there's no compassion. And she must know that these dogs are dangerous. Undoubtedly, she knows these dogs are dangerous. And yet doesn't want them banned. And the big thing is, why? What inside her makes her think that these dogs should be free and allowable? Why? Does she own them? Does she breed them? Or is it just that she's scared in case someone comes along and rounds her up with them? Who knows? Anyway, we shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video, and I will speak to you later. Bye.